フォーミュラドリフトジャパン。
横浜。
Ultimate lubricant. Mortis.
The brightness called brilliant, blinding and vivid. Valentine.
What's up guys, it's Frederick Ospo and I use RSR suspension on all my drift cars. I love RSR. Iyo RSR Ichiban.
2022年横浜タイヤプレゼンツフォーミュラードリフトジャパン FDJ2 Round 5岡山国際サーキットからお届けいたします。 Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the 2022 Yokohama Tire presents Formula Drift Japan FDJ2 Round 5 Okayama International Circuit。 これから追走トーナメント、トップ16のドライバーそしてマシン、コース上に並んでいますが紹介してまいりたいと思います。 I would like to introduce to you the drivers who will be battling the top 16 head-to-head battles today. They're all lined up on the track. We're about to start the opening ceremony. さあ、オープニングセレモニーの、始まりです。So everybody please stand and hats off for the Japanese national anthem. 国歌斉唱です。 皆様ご起立ご脱帽お願いします。皆様ありがとうございます。Thank you very much, everybody. Now let's go ahead and go on to the introduction of the top 16 drivers. さあ、どんどん参りたいと思いますが、ベスト16の、ドライバーを、ご紹介していきたいと思います。さあ、まず昨日の予選1位です。本当だったら最初のバトル、しかし、ベスト16、16台残らないためバイランとなります。So he is going to make it in with a bye run, ranking first from yesterday's qualified, driving the Team Ocean Plus S with M2 Evolution S13 Sylvia, car number 206, Yukio Matsui. さあ、松井選手、バイラン、今、車修理中なので、車両がね、並んでないですが、2つ目のバトルに、参りたいと思います。
Next up is going to be our first battle of the day here with the AMC Racing. Definitely got tested by Mother Nature yesterday in the S14 number 2, Dr. Rubber.
Going against Dr. Rubber, qualified 9th yesterday, driving the Tsubasa Shokai with hardcore HCR32 Skyline 4-door, car number 283, Tsubasa Nakasawa. さあ、3つ目のバトルになりますが、バイランとなります。
Alright, next one's going to be a bye run, but she threw some solid runs yesterday during qualifying and in practice this morning, ranking 4th with a Heyman JZX 100 Mark II, number 168, Masayomi Noah!
さあ、4つ目のバトルですが、こちらもバイラン。5th place from yesterday's qualified, driving the Red Ace and Props S15 Sylvia, car number 16, Kota Watanabe. さあ、続いて本当だったら、5個目のバトルですが、こちらもバイラン。
This next one's going to be a bye run, but he was throwing down this morning during practice in the Wise Factory Eternal with Speedmaster S14 number 870, Akihiro Hanawa.
さあ、ベスト16の2つ目のバトルになりますね。So this is going to be the second battle of the top 16. Qualifying 7th, driving the Worker C33 Laurel, car number 219, Hidehiko Sugita. Currently the car is getting repaired, so he doesn't have the car lined up. 現在ね、車両修理中ということで、頑張ってメーカーの方に直してもらっていきたいと思いますが。
And going against him, last events at Okibuki got 3rd place, gunning for that top podium spot in a Team HRK Rapid 86, number 620, Hideo Hiraoka.
前回ラウンド、表彰台立っています平岡選手、今日はどこまでいけるのか。さあ、あと残りバトルは、ベスト8にそのまま進むバイランとなってしまいますが、残り2人のドライバーの、紹介をしてまいりたいと思いますが、 Next driver qualifying 3rd from yesterday's qualified, driving the Auto Garage S ECR33 Skyline Coupe, car number 220, Shinichi Ishizuka. バイランでベスト8に進出です。
The last bye run for the top 16. The car matches the weather today. Beautiful, bright, sunny, and ready to go with the OS Gaiken Sunoco 86, number 48, Tomoyuki Kitashima.
さあ、16名のドライバーは揃ってませんが、トップ16の座、表彰台に上るのはどのドライバーか。 それではトップ16の戦いです。皆さん楽しんでいきましょう。 Let's go ahead and get their engine started. See some tandeming, door-to-door battles for the top 16. Who's going to make it to the podium?
But yeah, yesterday with the weather condition that we had, they definitely had a lot going against them with the bad weather, the wet conditions, and then the transitions in the track conditions. So today it's definitely been dry, beautiful, and it's going to be very exciting. Definitely a smoke show compared to yesterday.
いや昨日と打って変わって今日はね、天候が、このように今、いい天気になっているのでね、昨日雨、いろいろなコンディションで、ドライバーの方々も苦戦して、走っていたと思いますが、今日は、皆さん気分よくね、スモークをいっぱい上げながら踏みちぎって走れると思いますが、さあベスト16の、車両たちがどんどんピットの方に戻っていきます。So there you go. The cars are making their way back to the pits to get ready for their top 16 battles and their bye runs. さあ今回ねちょっと説明させてもらいたいんですが、昨日の26台の、車両、それで予選通過者が16台のはずだったんですけど、結局、10台ほど、の車両が通過となりましたので、今回ベスト16のバトル、相手がいない選手は、バイランということで、ベスト8に、そのまま進出していきます。There's about 26 cars from yesterday's qualify, but only 10 made a score. So we have only 10 cars. The cars that doesn't have an opponent to go against will get a bye run, and they'll make it into the top 8. And here we are right here on this truck right here. 自分たちで解説、そして実況を担当させていただきますラビー西田、そしてケニー・ハリスです。英語と日本語入り混じっての、解説になりますがよろしくお願いします。そして、ジャッジの一人でもある私と、一緒にこの隣にいるのが Mr. FDJ 和彦岩田和彦、ゲストジャッジ、そして、あちら側にいるのが今村陽一ジャッジ、いつも FDJ2 そして FDJ の、ジャッジをさせてもらっていますが、このメンバーで今日お送りしたいと思います。So these are the guys who are going to be making the calls. I'm one of the judges. Also, we got Iwata, Mr. FDJ. He's our guest judge today, and we got Yoichi Momura, which is our usual judge from FDJ2 and FDJ. さあ、ここのね、僕らの紹介ができたところで、ちょっとコースの方も紹介していきたいなと思いますが、Let me go ahead and introduce to you this Okayama International track and the layout that we have here that the driver is going to be driving in. Look at this. This is nice setup. 見てください、このね、天気もいいし、このね、セットアップもかっこいいですね、この大きいバナーが。This banner is pretty sick, in my opinion. Yeah, it's really huge. There you go, that's the track. さあ、コースレイアウトです。スタートから、他のコースと違ってちょっと長めのストレート、そして321のコーンで振り出し、アウトゾーン1が左側に大きくあります。そして、アウトゾーンではですね、車のリアをできる限り、アウトスレスレで走っていただくということです。そしてこの横浜、ブリッジの下をくぐっていくように右側にタッチ&ゴー、車を振り返してタッチ&ゴー、そしてもう1回振り返して今度はジャッジ席の目の前にあるアウトゾーンに、こちら左のリアをかすめながら、うまく角度を使いながら減速をしてアウトゾーン3ですね、恐怖の、壁エリアですが、ここも、見ものだと思いますので、ね、とてもエキサイティング、デンジャラスなコースです。So we got the outside zones, we got the transitions going, we got the touch and go right after the outside zone 1, we got outside zone 2 right in front of the judging stand, and right here is probably the hardest part where all the drivers are going towards the wall where the outside zone 3 is. After that, it's, textbook stuff where they have to do a transition, pass the inside clip, and go through the finish line.
Yeah, one thing I want to highlight is leaving outer zone 2 to enter into outer zone 3, there's a drop in elevation, or there's actually a dip right there in the track, because that's actually the infield of the track, and they cut into it specifically for the layout that we have here, and then you're coming right into the wall.
今回のレイアウトのためにね、岡山、国際サーキットさんの方で、いろいろ協力していただいて、このアウトゾーン2から3に行くところですね、少し、路面に変化があるのが、あそこショートカットなので普段あんまり使ってない場所なんですが、コースを開けていただいて壁の設置も、していただきました。ということですね、このシリーズのお話もちょっとさせていただきたいんですが、 FDJ2 は、フォーミュラドリフトジャパンとちょっと違いまして、なんと、このシリーズワンメイクタイヤで、横浜タイヤのアドバンネオバを全車両、使っています。So this is a spec tire series. It's a little different from FDJ. FDJ2 is a spec tire series. Everybody, all the drivers are on Yokohama tires, 8009s. さあ、AD09 ということですね、今年の初めにフルモデルチェンジ、そしてこのニュータイヤの使い方も、勝敗を分ける鍵になると思うので、ドライバーの腕と、車のセッティングに全て委ねられています。They did a full model swap at the beginning of this year. This is a brand new model. 8008 turned into an 8009, and you know, the way they use this tire, all the drivers are on the same grip level. They have to, you know, drive well and also set up their cars well too. さあ、車両とね、セットとあと腕の、戦いとなりますが、こちら、今現在のね、ランキング、シリーズランキング1位から7位のドライバーです。なんと、現在トップの堀内選手が昨日の予選で不通過、ということです。2位の長澤選手、3位の松井選手、そして4位の平岡選手、3人とも順当に予選を通過。そしてなんと5位の柴山選手も、6位の山下選手も、今回不通過ということでトップ16に、入っていないと、ここで大きくポイントランキングで後退しちゃうんじゃないかなと思います。So Horiuchi is leading the ranking of the series right now, but he did not qualify. Nagasawa, Matsui, and Hiraoka, they all qualified for today, but Shibayama and Yamashita, which is 5th and 6th in ranking, they didn't qualify either. So we're going to see a lot of changes in who's going to be coming in, heading into the final round. So how do you feel about that? Not making it in is it's tough because that's 0 points.
Yeah, definitely. And there's only 2 battles, so a lot of these are already moving on to the grade 8. So their points are already climbing right now. But yeah, Hideoka not making it in is definitely rough on him.
いやランキングに大きく影響する、昨日の予選だったんですが、次戦で頑張ってもらいたいと思いますが、さあ皆様ですね、続々と、バトルが始まるのを多分楽しみにしていると思うんですが、もう少々だけお待ちください。これからですね、今回 FDJ2 のこの競技、サポートしていただいているスポンサー企業の紹介をさせていただきたいと思います。まず最初に横浜ゴム様、横浜タイヤーズ、バレンティ様、バレンティ、モティーズ様、モティーズ、RSR 様、RSR、荒井ヘルメット様、荒井ヘルメット、ハミングバード様、ハミングバード、クルーピー様、クルーピー、以上のスポンサー様のご協力をいただいて、この FDJ2 を開催させていただいておりますが、もちろんね、この足を運んでいただいたお客様、そしてライブストリームをご覧の皆様、そして参加のチーム、スタッフの皆様もね、皆様の力で、このフォーミュラドリフトシリーズ、フォーミュラドリフト FDJ2 のシリーズも、やらせていただいております。So the following sponsors that I mentioned, also on top of that, you guys watching us on the live stream, everybody who actually made it out to the track, thank you very much for coming and supporting us, and that's why we're here doing this and being able to put on a great show. Also the teams and the drivers and the staff. But let's go ahead and go into the short break. ちょっと CM に参りたいと思います。すぐ戻ってきますので、そこからトップ16のバトルを始めさせていただきたいと思います。We'll be right back. We're going to start the battles as soon as possible.
フォーミュラドリフトジャパン。
横浜 Ultimate lubricant. Mortis. The brightness. Called brilliant. Valenti.
What's up, guys? It's Frederick Galspo, and I use RSR suspension on all my drift cars. I love RSR. Iyo RSR Ichiban.
Welcome back to the round 5 of the 2022 Yokohama Presents Formula Drift Japan FDJ2 competition here at the Okayama International Circuit.
さあ戻ってまいりました2022年横浜タイヤプレゼンツフォーミュラドリフトジャパン FDJ2 Round 5ここ岡山国際サーキットからお届けしてまいりたいと思いますがさあやっとトップ16のね、最初の、本当はバトルとなるんですが、バイランという形で、松井幸雄選手が、トップ通過そしてその対戦相手がいないためバイランを、させてもらうことになっていますが So Matsui is going to be running his by run, and that's because he doesn't have an opponent because of yesterday's qualify. He qualified first, and the reasoning behind doing the by run is you have to make sure that the car is capable of being able to get on track, drive under its own power. So as long as they leave the start line, it's all good, and they're going to make it into the top 8.
Yeah, and early on,
さあバイランのちょっと説明させてもらいたいんですが、車がね相手がいないからといって、不戦勝でそのまま勝ち上がる、ことではなく一回自分で、車が自力で走れることを証明するために、バイランがあります。
Yeah, and early on he's had engine issues. That's why he wasn't able to make his car up to the top 16 intro. But here he is. Looks like his car is ready to go. Or drivetrain issues, my bad. Drivetrain issues coming into that touch and go. Nice job. Looks like his car is squared away, ready to battle it out. But who is going to battle against him? Because this next battle coming up is going to be very interesting between these next two drivers.
いやちょっとヒヤッとしましたが、修理もできているみたいで、なんか駆動系のトラブルかなんか、って聞いてますが、車両がねバイランを終わらせられたということで、これで松井選手、駒を、ベスト8に進めることができました。さあ次はね、松井選手と誰が戦うことになるのか。Yeah, he moved on and the car looks like it's fixed, ready to go. So now we're going to go into the next battle to see who he's going to be going against. さあこちらねスタートラインにもう並んでいるドライバー、2名ですね、こちら結構接戦になると思います。昨日の、予選ランキング8位そして9位のドライバーですね。先行が、Dr. Rubber そして後追いが長澤翼選手です。
So Dr. Rubber is going to be in the lead position while you have Nagasawa. He's going to be in the chase. This is going to be our first battle for the top 16. This is round 5 here. Massive track, huge conditions. Let's see how it's going to go for the first battle here. Dr. Rubber in the lead, coming up to the 3-2-1. Not bad right there, and there you go right there. Nagasawa dialing in, coming close to his fender right there, swinging around to outer zone 1. Dr. Rubber could just be a little bit deeper there through outer zone 1. Nagasawa not giving him much room to play. Oh, Nagasawa taking it really deep right there in the outer zone 3, just saving it from that wall right there. But Dr. Rubber running away from him through this finish.
さあ今の、走行先行ラバー博士なんですが、終始すごく深いラインではないけどちゃんとドリフト状態を全て保っていました。そしてここ長澤選手少し角度が浅くなってアタックした感じなんですが角度を揃えきれずにちょっとラインがちっちゃい状態、後追いをしています。そしてここですアウトゾーン2をラバー博士はアウトゾーン3きれいにトレースできたんですがちょっと長澤選手アウトゾーン2を通っていくところで流されてラインが大きくずれてしまったような形そしてそこで、少し前の車から離れてしまった状態です。追走なんですが先行の車は予選でベストな走り、アウトゾーンをきっちり角度をつけながらアクセルオンの状態で全て通れるように走り後ろの車が同じライン同じ角度そしてできる限り近い場所で、後ろを走ると、同じような走りをできるように、後ろの車が近くで頑張って走るんですが、the lead car has to, obviously drive their almost 100% run for their qualify, so they don't have to worry about their who's chasing them or whatever. But the chase car has to actually try to mimic the lead car on the same line, same angle, as close as possible. With being as close as possible, the lead car is not supposed to run away. 先行の車がね、ちゃんと、接待ドリフトと、いうような形その前で、後ろから逃げようとせず、普通に淡々とドリフトをしていくという、ことをしなきゃいけないので後追いの車はそれにできる限り同じような、形で追走しなきゃいけないという、審査の仕方です。そして、先行の先行後追い入れ替えますが、先行の走行そして相手の先行の走行そして最初の車が走った後追いそして入れ替えてからの後追いの走行両方比べての、先行後追いを比べながらの、審査となります。So we're going to be looking at the lead chase by these two cars. Now they're swapped. Nagasawa is going to be leading and Dr. Rubber is going to be giving chase. さあ今度は長澤選手が先行ラバー博士が後追いです。
Yeah, both cars are rocking a 2J powerhouse here. Nagasawa about 2 events ago swapped it out, boosted up with a 2J. Here he is in the lead position this time. Nice job coming around to outer zone 1 right there, riding that line on the outside outer zone 1. Here he is through the touch and go. Dr. Rubber definitely has to close this proximity gap here. And there you go, Nagasawa riding that beautiful line through that outer zone 3 against that wall, coming around into that inside clip and finishing very strong. While Dr. Rubber definitely couldn't close that gap throughout that run.
さあ両者とも、 接近戦とまではいきませんが、今回長澤選手も、ちょっとラバー博士と似たような先行の走り、しかしですね後追いである、ラバー博士の方が若干長澤選手と同じような動きができていたという感じがします。そしてこちら長澤選手は1回アウトに行きながら、ラインがちょっと、アウトにはらむような感じでアウトゾーンに3を過ぎていきますが、ラバー博士、後ろでできる限り近づこうとしてますが、お互いの距離感がね入れ替える前と後とあまり変わってないかなと思います。
So we'll see what the judges are going to call here. It's a lead to lead, chase to chase cross comparison between the two. And Nagasawa definitely made a huge mistake transitioning from outer zone 2 to that outer zone 3, but I must say he definitely saved himself from hitting that wall because he came in real hot and wide through that zone. So we'll see what the judges are going to call for our first true battle here in the top 16.
さあトップ16に入って最初のバトルであるね、ラバー博士対長澤翼選手の勝敗を今ジャッジが決めておりますが、さあ
A lot of going with Dr. Rubber, Nishida going with Dr. Rubber. So it looks like Dr. Rubber will be moving on to the grade 8.
さあ今回のバトル長澤選手対ラバー博士勝ち上がり Dr. Rubber gets the win. おめでとうございます。長澤選手、ベスト16で、止まってしまいました。もっとランキング高いところに行こうとしていますが、多分、今ランキング1位の、堀内選手もちょっとホッと、しているのかもしれませんが、今回は、ラバー博士がベスト8進出、松井選手とのバトルになります。So, Dr. Orr is going to be battling it out with Matsui for the first battle of the top 8.
Yeah, it's going to be a very interesting battle.
さあ続いての、対戦でありますが、こちらも、バイランです。ゼッケン168箕輪正代選手 Car number 168 Masayo Minowa is going to run her by run.
So she's about to get started here, but all day this morning, or all morning, she's been doing a phenomenal job with her run. So let's see how she's going to do here. Show us that her car is ready to perform and battle it out against Watanabe. And here she is coming around after the 3-2-1 into outer zone 1. Nice job manipulating her car straight into that zone. Coming back around, let's see how hard she can get flicked around to outer zone 3 here. You can see that bump right there. Definitely plays with the position of the car, and here she is finishing very strong through this inside clip. And looks like she's ready for her battle.
そして見るからにも次の、バトルの用意はできているかなという感じです。全体的に角度がすごい深い走りではないんですが、スムーズに、ラインをトレースしています。ちょっとアウトゾーン3の、壁沿いがちょっと遠いかなという感じですが、ここはバイランということで無理をせず、次のバトルに備えていくと思います。It was obvious that, it's a by run, so I'm pretty sure she's not going to be pushing it, but she was very smooth overall, not super tight on the lines on the outside zone where the wall is, not a huge amount of angle, but very smooth and subtle. Looks like she's ready. さあ続いてです。続いてもなんとバイラン、ゼッケン16番渡辺康太選手、対戦相手がいないということでこのままベスト8に勝ち上がり、箕輪選手の相手になる、バイランを走ります。So now he's about to run his, Kota Watanabe is about to run his by run. So he's going to be making it into the top 8, going against Minowa, who just did her by run.
Here he is going through the chicane now. So let's see how he does here on his by run. See if he can kind of fill those zones and get a better understanding of the track, because it's definitely going to matter whenever he's in that lead position and has to lay it down while Minowa is going to be chasing him. There you go. Looks like he dipped a tire right there through outer zone 1, and here he is coming through the touch and go. Nice job, real deep into that touch and go. Could have been a little deeper through that outer zone 2, but man, that outer zone 3 looked very beautiful transitioning around to this inside clip.
さあ同じく渡辺選手もね、もちろん無理せずバイラン、を、こなしていきましたが、アウトゾーン1でもですね、ちょっとタイヤが出てしまった場所もありましたが、全体的にスムーズに、走り切りましたということで、ベスト8 最初のバトルは松井選手対ラバー博士、そして2つ目のバトルは箕輪選手対渡辺選手となります。So the first battle of the top 8 is going to be Matsui against Dr. Rubber. The second battle is going to be Minowa versus Watanabe.
Now we're moving on to the right side of the bracket.
さあブラケットの右側、一番上からこちらもバイランです。ゼッケン870、昨日の予選2位、花輪明宏選手 qualifying second yesterday at the qualified car number 870. Akihiro Hanawa is going to be driving his by run, making his by run actually, sorry.
So we'll see how he's going to do here. A lot of S chassis out in this top 16. Coming through the chicane now, approaching the 3-2-1, and you can see how it goes from the chicane to the 3-2-1. It's a huge drag there, and they're definitely carrying a lot of momentum because after that one cone, they have to carry it all the way through right here like he's doing through outer zone 1, flicking it back here through the touch and go. Nice job there, and there you go right there, outer zone 2 right in front of the spectators here, swinging around to that wall that definitely scares a lot of these drivers, but man, it puts you on your toes while you're watching them.
さあ花輪選手バイランを、今走り切りました。That was Hanawa's by run, making it into the top 8. And I'd have to say the line was a little smaller, and also the touch and go, the timing where he did the transition was a little early.
Yeah.
But you know, obviously, I'm pretty sure he's not pushing it because it is a by run.
Exactly.
まあバイランなのでね、無理のない走りをしていたと思いますが、今の走行だけ、ちょっと分析すると、ちょっとアウト1、ちょっとだけちっちゃいかなというところと、そのせいで多分振り返しが速くなってしまって、タッチ&ゴー、ちょっと速いところで、振り返しして、タッチ&ゴーの付近を、早くに離れてしまったのが、見えましたね。でもバイランということで、ベスト8はもう勝ち上がっているので、無理のない走りを、しているしました。はい。そしてさあこちら、スタートラインに、平岡秀夫選手、ここからですね、杉田選手の5分間ルールが始まります。So as soon as Hiraoka just made it to the start line, that's where we have to start Sugita's competition timeout. He has 5 minutes. Earlier he had a collision on the track. He hit the wall during practice, and they are still trying to repair the car. 先ほどね、杉田選手、残念ながら練習中にちょっと壁の方接触があって、その修理をずっとしていました。それがですね、先ほどからスタートした5分間の間に直せなくなってしまいますと、今度は平岡選手のバイランとなってしまいます。If he cannot make the repair within the 5 minutes, it's going to be Hiraoka's by run.
Yeah, and the big impact that he took was on the left front of the car. He took a hard impact there. I think it was like we walked by before we came up here, and it was like intercooler piping, and it looks like some fluid was leaking. So hopefully he'll get his C33 Laurel squared away so he can battle it out for the top spot here for round 5.
先ほどもジャッジ席に来る前にちょっとピットの方を、通っていったところ、杉田選手の車両の、左、フロントですね、左の前の部分が、壁に接触した状態で、インタークーラーとかパイピングとかがね破損している状態だったので、それをなんとか、ずっと修理、をしているみたいなんですが、5分間ルールなんですが、1週末1回、予選の時、そして決勝日、に一度だけ使えます。それが、発動しますと5分間、車を触り始めてから5分間、時間猶予がありまして、その5分が終わってしまいますともうリタイアという形になってしまいます。So the competition timeout, there's one throughout the weekend at qualify and also for the tandem battles. If you don't make it within the 5 minutes, basically you're out. So hopefully good luck to his team, and hopefully they can make it back out.
Exactly, but one thing I want to highlight with the drone footage, you see how big it is and everything. I want to highlight how big Okayama is. It's huge. It's a I believe I have it written out, 2.3 mile track, so 3.7 kilometer track out here. It's an international circuit. They host different forms of racing out here, but this is our piece of the chunk out here, is this corner out here at Okayama.
先ほどもドローンの映像で多分見てもらったと思うんですが、ここ岡山国際サーキット 2.3 マイル全周、そして 3.7 キロですね、とても大きな、コースで、レース、いろいろなモータースポーツイベントを、開催している場所ですが、こちら、横浜タイヤの、タイヤチェンジサービスが、あります。もちろんスペックタイヤ、 のシリーズなのでね、皆さん同じタイヤ横浜 AD09 を履いての参加となります。So you saw the Advan bridge right here on Yokohama Tire Bridge, and also the tire service that they have. Obviously, all the cars are driving on Yokohama Advan 8009s, all on the same level field. Now here is Hiraoka's car. こちら平岡選手の今年2戦目かな、恵比寿のラウンドか、でラウンド
Yeah, he debuted at Ebisu.
デビューした車両ですね。Yeah, that's round 2, right?
Yes, so yeah, he debuted at Ebisu round. Beautiful built car, 2J under the hood, massive turbo. But like I said, he podiumed third at Okuibuki, and here he is trying to, carry on and hopefully get higher up in the podium standing.
前回の奥井吹でも、表彰台に立っている平岡選手なんですが、その相手杉田選手もう2分を切っているそうです。あと2分以内に車両を、スタート地点の方に持っていかないと、失格リタイアとなってしまいます。We have less than 2 minutes now for Sukita to make it back to the start line so he can make the battle going against Hiraoka. So it's cutting close.
Yeah, that was a tough impact that he took during the practice session, but all these drivers are really pushing themselves and going from yesterday's wet conditions to what they're dealing with today. Like I said before, danger zone, that drop right there, that little bump that they go through, it definitely throws a lot of these drivers off and it makes them a little tense through that area of the track.
そうなんです。そのアウトゾーン2から3に行くところですね、その挙動の変化があったり、昨日の雨から打って変わって今回ドライということで、多分いろんなドライバーがねちょっと苦戦して、あの壁の餌食になってしまう、こともあります。その一人が杉田選手なんですが、どうにか車が、修理ことを祈っています。
But yeah, also since we have a little bit of time to talk, so for the spectators out here at the top of the course behind the stands, the colored stands over there, you're going to have the sponsored booths over there along with the FMX. They're going to be performing later on today, so go check them out, give them some love, say what's up to the sponsors, and go get some FD Japan merchandise while you have the time.
そうですね、お越しの皆様もね、あちら、ストレートの反対側にある、色がついている、グランドスタンドがありますが、そこの真裏ですね、に、ブースなどをセットしてありまして、スポンサー様、そして、ご協力企業の、皆様のね、ブースとか後でありますので、ね、FMX も後で、後ほど飛ぶということなので、皆さん後で、時間が空いた時には、ぜひ遊びに行ってください。そしてね、このかっこいいフォーミュラドリフトの、グッズとかも、販売しているブースがあるので、皆さんぜひ足を運んでみてください。Yeah, I mean, they got some cool merch. And I'm about to go to the States next week
and I'm seeing
to go check out the stuff over there. Oh, there you go.
I'm seeing something good on the screen, so it looks like he is going to make it out, so I'm definitely excited for that.
さあ、よかったですね。杉田選手、間に合ったのかなあ、止まっちゃってる。やばい。Uh-oh. He's not moving. Maybe the intercooler piping popped off.
No, the screen froze.
今スクリーンがフリーズしたのかな。いや、それはない。Nope. 今修理をせっかくしたのに多分ですね不十分な形でなんとか急いでやったんでしょう。今バーンアウトボックスのタイヤを温めるエリアなんですが、そちらでパイピング抜けということで残念ながら杉田選手今回リタイアとなってしまいました。本当に残念。Yeah, they just said, he lost the piping. They probably rushed to get the car back out on the track, and there you saw at the burnout box, he couldn't make it around, and he lost the piping. So unfortunately, Sugita is knocked out right here.
It's very unfortunate for him. Definitely wanted to see that second battle for the top 16, but looks like now at the line, Hiraoka is going to be doing his bye run for this part of the top 16.
ということで平岡選手もここで対戦相手が、リタイアとなってしまいましたのでバイランを走る形になります。いや本当ね昨日の、予選すごくね悪天候の中頑張って走っていたドライバーの皆様なんですが残念ながら10台しかスコアが取れないという、形となってバイランが結構多い、ラウンドトップ16のラウンドなんですがIt's unfortunate that we had so many bye runs because of the bad weather yesterday and a lot of the drivers not being able to perform and making it into the top 16. But we're almost done with the top 16. So here's Hiraoka's bye run.
Yeah, and Hiraoka definitely struggled through yesterday's qualify session. He qualified 10th, which was the last spot. But here he is, looks like he's ready to go. A little shallow right there through outer zone 2, but carrying it all the way to the wall there in outer zone 3. So we'll see how he's going to do against Hanawa in the top 8.
さあベスト8進出、平岡選手です。平岡選手、ベスト8では、花輪選手と、対戦という形になります。ということでですね、ベスト16もう、バトルは2個しかないので、ベスト8からバトルになりますが、その前にベスト16残り2名のドライバー、バイランを走って、こちらに車両がちゃんとドリフトできますよという、のを見せてから、ベスト8に進出という形になります。So we have 2 more drivers because that's the end of the top 16 battles. We're not going to have battles open until we get into the top 8, but we have 2 more cars that have to do their buy runs and show us that their car is capable of making it through. さあ、現在ですね、先ほどウォームアップエリアでご覧になった杉田選手の車両が、トラブルを抱えてそちらから動けないということで、その車両を、動かすのに、レスキューが向かって車両を動かします。その後、石塚選手が、バーンアウトボックスに入ってタイヤをウォームアップして、バイランをしてくれます。So we're just waiting on Sugita because his car is still in the burnout box. They went to pull the car out. They're going to tow it out. They're going to tow it out to bring his car back to the pits. So we're going to see Ishizuka do his buy run after that. And also after Ishizuka, we're going to see Kitashiba doing his buy run too. さあ先ほど少し触りでお話ししたここ、岡山国際サーキットなんですが 2.3 マイル、1周 3.7 キロ、ということで That's pretty big でかいですね。
2.3 miles, yes, definitely huge, but today's just half of the event. So right now we have FDJ2. This is going to be finding out who's going to be the winner for round 5, but we also have qualifying for the Pro Series later on today.
そうですね、今 FDJ2 の、トップ16、開催させていただいておりますが、この後ですね、午後からは FDJ、フォーミュラドリフトジャパンのシリーズの、今回ラウンド6になる、ラウンド5になる予選を、走っていただく形になります。そして、そこから48台ほど、のドライバーの中からベスト32が選ばれ、明日の追走トーナメントに、進出します。
Yeah, so Robert pretty much said we're going to have 48 or 49 drivers today for qualifying for the Pro Series. So that's what, 96 runs we're going to be viewing?
That's right, 96 runs.
But with that being said, for the spectators out here, it's going to be English on the live stream, the live stream, not actually on the PA system. The PA system is going to be all in Japanese. So for the English spectators, American spectators, or whatever, foreign spectators, check out the live stream while you're watching it here, and yeah, give us a shout out on the chat if you want.
そうですね、ライブストリームもちょっとこの後ですね変わってきますので、 FDJ の予選が始まったら、2チャンネルになります。日本語専門、そして英語専門があります。さあこちらドローンの映像です。このハイスピードドローンでコースを駆け巡ってもらっていますが、こちら見てください。この狭まっていくアウトゾーン2から3のこのちょっと恐怖感がある、エリアですね。That's pretty scary because this is a drone footage, the high-speed drone that they have, flying around the track right now. But as you can see right there, going from outside zone 2 to 3, it looks like it gets narrower. That was a cool backflip he just did. 今のね、かっこいいですね。さっきと近くをこちら、ドローンチームが今、ドローンを飛ばしたりしていますが、先ほどね、近くを通ってブーンと通っていきました。すごいスピードです。そしてすごい迫力です。で、この迫力あるドローンの映像も、僕ら見れる、ね、いい時代になりましたね。It's a good, it's nice that we have things like this technology because those drone shots are they're beautiful.
Oh yeah,
so,
most definitely.
There you go. Ishizuka looks like he is ready. 石塚選手の、バイラン走れるそうなので、皆さんご覧ください。So let's go ahead and check out Ishizuka's buy run.
So here he is right here. Interesting fact about this car is it still has the interior in it. Still has door panels, but it has a little bit of race flair to it. Let's see how he's going to do here. Coming through that 3-2-1. Looks like he was a little wobbly there entering into this outer zone 1, but there it is right now. They're hitting that outer zone beautifully, swinging it back around through the touch and go to outer zone 2, dipping a tire right there, but able to hold on and carry it through that outer zone 3, finishing strong through this inside clip. And looks like he's healthy and ready to go.
さあ、オートガレージ S の、R33 スカイラインに乗る、石塚選手、いつもね、スムーズな走り、ですね。なので、今回も、バイラン、見事に走りきましたので、ベスト8進出となります。So he makes it into the top 8, he is done with his by run, and this driver is always smooth. So he did his smooth driving for the by run. Now let's go ahead and move on to the next by run. 続いてのバイランです。カーナンバー48、北柴智之選手、新車の GR86 ですね、バイランを走っていただきたいと思います。So that's Tomoyuki Kitashiba in his brand new build GR86 for this year, doing his by run, making it into the top 8.
There he is going through the 3-2-1. Nice initiation. Coming around here to outer zone 1. Definitely could be a lot deeper whenever it comes to his tandem battles. He's going to have to fix that through outer zone 1. But I must say, yesterday, outer zone 1 was everybody's kryptonite. They were struggling to clear that zone and prevent themselves from dipping 3 tires because we had a lot of 3-tire dip incompletes.
そうなんですね、今の走行を見ると、バイランなのでね、無理をせずに走っていると思いますが、アウトゾーン1、ちょっといっぱい、スペースが余ってしまったかなという形、昨日の予選の走りですと、FDJ2 のドライバー、ほとんどが、1コーナーですね、苦戦していました、ちょっとアウトに脱輪してしまうドライバーもいれば、手前でスピンしてしまうドライバーもいっぱいいましたのでね、皆さん、今回はドライということで、コンディションも違いますが、頑張って走ってもらいたいと思います。
And I gotta say, we're done with our by runs. Here
There
we
you
are,
go. Yep,
finally.
No more by runs.
We're gonna move on, and we're gonna have some tandem battles. I know you viewers out there chatting it up, saying, "Hey, let's get past these by runs." Well, we're done now. So now we're moving on to the tandem battles.
さあ皆様お待たせしました。もうバイランはないですと言い切っちゃいましょう。もうバイランないです。ここからですね、ベスト8はすべて、熱々のビタビタの、追走を見られると思います。I'm pretty sure that we're going to be able to see some close tandem battling from here on at the Grade 8. So this is the first battle of the Grade 8. ベスト8の、1つ目のバトル、まもなく始まろうとしています。
フォーミュラードリフトジャパン。
さあ今ね、ちょっとだけ CM のプレビューを見せましたね。We just did a short preview of the upcoming commercials, but here we go. It's Grade 8. さあ、ベスト8の始まりです。皆さんお待たせしました。長らくお待たせして申し訳ありません。バトルが始まります。最初のバトルです。先行がゼッケン206松井幸雄選手、そして後追いがラバー博士。ラバー博士は、昨日の予選で8位通過、そして松井選手は昨日の予選1位通過です。
So here we go. Our first battle into the Grade 8 is going to be Yukio Matsui. He ranked first in qualify yesterday, but he'll be going against Dr. Rubber, who ranked 8th. Struggled a little bit on his first qualify run, but definitely cleaned it up. So we'll see how he's going to do in the chase position. And he already has experience today on this course with tandem battles. So we'll see how he's going to do against Matsui, which is a very experienced driver.
そうなんです。バイランっていうのもいいんですが、不戦勝で上がれるのもいいんですが、こちら松井選手まだ今日はバトルしてません。そしてラバー博士はもう1回、長澤選手とバトルをしていますので、今日このコースで追走を一度経験しているドライバー対、追走をまだ経験していないドライバーの戦いになりますので、バイランっていうのはね、微妙にいい時もあればちょっと苦しいなって勝ち上がってきた人は、エンジンがかかった状態で走っているので、どうなるかとても楽しみです。
And you see right there the track crew.
That's a nice truck.
It really is.
これ今ですね、岡山国際の方で、今ですねコースの上の何かを確認していますが、こちらドローンがもう用意しています。このね、左側 S13 シルビア松井選手、そして右側ラバー博士の S14 シルビア、 一つが、松井選手のが 1J、 そして、ラバー博士の車両が 2J、だったと思います。So you saw the rear ends of the S13 Sylvia, Matsui's S13 Sylvia, then Dr. Rubber's S14 Sylvia, both with JZ's engines, but Matsui's is a 1J and Dr. Rubber's is a 2J.
It's going to be very interesting here.
さあとても興味深いバトルになりますが、
It looks like the course is clear now and they're ready to go.
コースクリアになったと思います。さあスターターには、我らが黒ちゃん、黒田スターター、FDJ、J2、そして FDJ でのスターターをしています。There's Kuroda as a starter for FDJ2 and FDJ, and here we go. We're going to go into the Grade 8 battle. Matsui versus Dr. Rubber. さあラバー博士対松井選手の1本目です。
Here they are coming through the chicane. Matsui in the lead position. Dr. Rubber in the chase. Looks like Dr. Rubber's getting a little left behind there, but there he is closing that proximity. Real close to him. Oh, but washing out there through outer zone 1. Matsui just doing his thing here through the touch and go to outer zone 2 here. Nice job. Can he carry it through that outer zone 3? And man, that right there is textbook driving by Matsui in the lead position. Unfortunately, Dr. Rubber was unable to hold on when he closed that proximity coming up to outer zone 1.
さあ1コーナー入っていくところ、3日コーンを過ぎたあたり、少し、ラバー博士が遅れての進入という感じでしたが、それをなんとか穴埋めしようと頑張っていたのか、ラバー博士松井選手の後ろでなんと痛恨のスピン、そして前を走る松井選手、さすが昨日の予選1位の貫禄あるドライビング、すべてのアウトゾーンをきっちり取りながらいい角度、そしてスロットルをいっぱい開けながらフィニッシュラインを越えていきます。Yeah, so that's a lot of throttle from Matsui. Like you said, that's textbook driving right there. And it looked like Dr. Rubber was trying to close the proximity right there and went on an attack and went in a little too hot and spun out.
Yeah, you could definitely see how Matsui definitely kicked hard angle to slow his momentum down coming into the outer zone 1. But it looks like Dr. Rubber was like, hey, I got to catch back up to him. So he kind of eased off on the angle, which caused him to spin out early on into that outer zone 1.
さあ松井選手の1コーナーへの進入ですね。結構きっちりといい角度をつけながら、角度を使いながら減速をして、スピード調整をしながらアウトゾーン1をなぞっていった感じです。ラバー博士の方がねちょっと浅め、松井選手の後ろで、なんとか追いつこうという感じで、アウトゾーン1の方に接近していきましたが、ちょっと力が入りすぎたのか、なんとスピンしてしまいました。
So we'll see here. This time the tables are turned. Anything can happen. We'll see how Matsui's going to do in the chase position this time, while Dr. Rubber is going to be in the lead.
さあ今度は、ラバー博士が先行、そして松井選手が後追いです。でね、ラバー博士が、後ろでもう1回スピンしているので、ここで松井選手が間を空けすぎたり、後追い、誠意のない後追いをしますと、そちらでもね、ジャッジの方でこれは良くないという判断になってしまうかもしれないのでね、ちゃんと、追走しないといけません。So, we're going to have to make sure that Matsui tries to at least do a tandem because, you know, he knows that he's sitting on the opponent spinning out, and he knows he has that advantage. But he can't just sit back too much where he can get docked for that as well.
And that's the thing. I don't think Matsui's going to do it because right there early on, look at that proximity he's keeping with him right there. Dr. Rubber trying to hold on, get to that outer zone 1. Not quite deep. There you go right there, cleaning it up. And Matsui, like I said, he's keeping that close proximity and making it a decent battle here coming in this outer zone 3. Taking a shallower line through the outer zone 3 for Matsui, but there you go, Dr. Rubber trying to fill the zones as much as possible, and not bad lead run by Dr. Rubber.
さあ、2つ目のバトルです。 ちょっとね、松井選手後ろでギクシャクしている部分がありましたが、全体的にドリフトできていました。こちら見てください、角度、ラバー博士より後ろの車の方がちょっと角度が多めで、進入。ここでちょっと松井選手フラフラしましたが、ラバー博士前で大きい角度、そして大きいラインでなんとか、走ろうとしています。ちょっと、アウトゾーン2から3に行くところですね、ラバー博士ラインがちっちゃくなった部分がありましたが、ここで走り切りました。ということで、後追いの車両が後追いの車両対後追いの車両、先行の車両対先行の車両を見ていきます。後追いの車両が、スピンでの0点ひっくり返すのはちょっと難しいかなといったところ。It's going to be really hard for us to make the decision where Dr. Rubber did spin out when he was behind. Matsui didn't make a major mistake or a mistake that's big enough to flip that around.
Yeah, so very unfortunate. There you go. Iwata going with Matsui, Nishida going with Matsui, and there you go. Yukio Matsui is going to be moving on to the final four.
さあ、松井選手 gets the win ということで、今回、ラバー博士はベスト8で敗退。なんとか松井選手に食らいつこうとしていましたが、次回まで、持ち越しといったところです。次回も頑張ってほしいです。さあ、松井選手が、最初の準決勝進出者。さあ、松井選手と対戦するのは誰か、ゼッケン168箕輪正代選手か、それかゼッケン16番渡辺康太選手になるのか。So who's going to be going against the first person to make it in the top 4, which is Matsui? Is it going to be Minoa or is it going to be Watanabe?
We'll see here. Masayo Minoa is going to be in the lead position while Kota Watanabe is going to be in the chase.
さあ、箕輪選手が先行、そして渡辺選手が後追い。1歩目です。
In the JZX100, while you have Watanabe in the S15, here they are coming through this 3-2-1. Let's see how she's going to do in the lead position, and nice job there leaving that 3-2-1, coming into that outer zone 1 early on. Nice job leaving a little bit early through that outer zone 1, but here she is through that touch and go. Watanabe trying to close that proximity to her, and there she is. Oh! Huge correction, and you can see how that hump threw her off right there, and man, very unfortunate for the lead run right there. She's been doing a phenomenal job all day with her runs.
いや今日の練習もね、なんか調子良かったような感じがしたんですが、なんとここで、大きなミス、アウトゾーン2から3に行くところ、ちょっとラインがちっちゃいかなと思っていたところで車が戻ってしまいました。壁沿いちょっとヒヤッとしたところがあります。それまではですね、ラインも結構アウトゾーン1きっちり取っていまして、渡辺選手もそんなに近い場所には、最初いませんでしたが、ここからじりじりと追いつき、こちらですね、ここで1回車がまっすぐになってしまって、ここでもう先行の車両が大きなミスをしたところで、走行終了という形になります。So that's an incomplete by the lead driver right when she straightened at outside zone 3. That's a huge error that she made. I knew that she was going into outside zone 3 in a smaller line, leaving outside zone 2 way early, but there was a mistake. I'm not sure if that was some kind of problem with the car or it was just a mistake.
Yeah, at the end of the day, like you always say, it all comes down to how you link the whole course. And right there, like you said, leaving outer zone 2 early gave her the bad line coming in that outer zone 3. And outer zone 3 is probably the worst spot you want to be in the wrong line.
そうですね、まあ、何が起こったか分かりませんが、アウトゾーンに、ちょっとね、アウトに寄り切れず、小さいラインでアウトゾーン3に向かっていくと、やはり、アウトゾーン3、間違っているラインで入っていくと、やっぱり、いろいろなことが起こりそうな、エリアなので、これから走るドライバーも皆さん多分ね、そこはすごく神経をピリピリした状態で走っていると思いますが、さあ続いて、入れ替えて今度は渡辺選手が先行、箕輪選手が後追いとなります。Now we're going to swap places. Watanabe is going to be leading and Minoa is going to be giving chase.
Here they are coming up to the 3-2-1. Watanabe coming in, initiating a little later there at the 1 cone, coming around right there. Minoa trying to close that proximity. Watanabe dipping a tire, but coming around to this touch and go. Nice job here early into outer zone 2. Could have kicked it harder, but he's real deep in that outer zone 3, right in that wall. Beautiful job through that outer zone 3 by Watanabe. And Minoa just trying to keep that proximity closer, but unable to after outer zone 3.
Well, Minoa corrected going to outside zone 3 and straightened. So pretty much once again, she did get an incomplete as the chase driver. 今度は渡辺選手前で 浅めに入りながらちょっとタイヤが1本出てしまいましたアウトゾーン1。しかしですね、終始いいラインを、アウトゾーン2から3に行くところ、今ですね箕輪選手後ろで完全に戻ってしまった。ちょっと何か、トラブルか何か抱えているのか、アウトゾーン2から3に行くところちょっと苦手なようですが、箕輪選手が、今回も後ろで戻ってしまいました。
And there you go. All judges going to the right for Kota Watanabe is going to get the win and move on to the final four.
さあ準決勝進出2人目のドライバー渡辺康太選手おめでとうございます。昨日の予選もですね、1回しか、点数取れないドライバーがいた中、2名のドライバー箕輪選手を含む2名のドライバーが、2回得点を取りました。そういう走りができたので今回、ベスト8で敗退残念なんですが、次回頑張ってもらいたいと思います。さあ渡辺選手は今度松井選手と、準決勝で戦うことになります。さあブラケットの反対側、今度は、予選2位の花輪選手対先ほど不戦勝で勝ち上がった平岡選手。 Now we got the second qualifier of yesterday, Hanawa going against Hiraoka, who just came out of a bye run.
Hiraoka trying to hold to the top spot here, fighting for that top spot, got third last event, and here he is in the chase position coming around. Look at that, closing that proximity real early on right there. Just, unable to quite hold on, dipping about 3 tires. We'll have to check that back out, and here they are coming through the touch and go in front of the spectators. And there you go, trying to close that proximity once again through that outer zone 3. And not quite getting lost right there, able to save himself, finishing strong. But yeah, we'll have to see how that initiation was through that outer zone 1.
さあちょっとリプレイをまた確認しなきゃいけないんですが、後ろでちょっと平岡選手大きくワイドなラインを取ってしまいました。こちら後ろで平岡選手、今リプレイで確認したところ後ろでなんと3輪脱輪、コースアウトしてしまいました。そして前を走る花輪選手は、淡々と、先行の車両としての走行を終えました。さあこちらここでも見えます。この左の前も、ちょっとコースアウトしてしまいましたが、これは平岡選手ちょっと進入で力んでしまったのか、ラインを大きく割ってしまいました。 So that's a huge error done by Hiraoka. That looked like it was 3 tires off at outside zone 1. He looked like he was coming in hot, maybe caught up a little bit too much to the lead car, washed out.
Yeah, he was real wide there, so that's definitely going to affect him. But we've seen it all out here. We've seen tables turn last minute, so we'll see how he's going to do in the lead position. But then Hanawa at the same time has to complete a solid chase run.
さあこちら、1本目後ろで後追いの状態で大きなミスをしてしまった平岡選手、今度は先行、そして後追いは先ほど先行を走った花輪選手。
Hiraoka's in the lead this time right there, going against Hanawa in the chase. Hanawa right now has the advantage over him, but anything can happen, especially when you're in that chase position. You definitely got to keep that close proximity and still have pursuit on the lead driver.
そうなんです。このね追走バトルというのは最後まで何が起こるかわからないので、どうなるか見守っていきたいと思いますが。
Here they are. Looks like Hanawa's giving them a huge lead, but Hiraoka just trying to do his thing here, ripping around into outer zone 1. Not too bad there through outer zone 1, and here he is through the touch and go, and Hanawa's got to avoid being lost in the sauce here in the smoke trail through outer zone 3. We'll see how he's going to handle it, coming in out of outer zone 3 up to the inside clip. And it looks like Hanawa kind of gave him a little bit of slack there throughout the track.
さあ、先行の平岡選手はできる限りベストな走りを、走り切ったと思いますが、後ろを行く花輪選手同じようなライン、そして、近さでいうとそんなに近くないんですが、ここアウトゾーン2の方からじりじりと近寄ろうとしています。そして平岡選手前では素晴らしい走り、ちょっとインクリップの方ですね、ここ離れてしまいましたが、フィニッシュラインを通過。そして花輪選手後ろで何事もなく終始遠くもなく近くもない、場所で、走り切りました。 さあこちらドローンの映像です。
And you can see the proximity was pretty much the same throughout the course.
I think he got a little closer at outside zone 2, but not a whole lot.
Yeah, we'll see what the judges say here. Unfortunately, Hiraoka got that incomplete dip in 3 tires. And there you go, Iwata, Nishida, and Imamura all going to the left for Akihiro Hanawa gets the win and will be moving on to the final 4.
さあ今回のバトル、花輪明宏選手が勝ち上がりおめでとうございます。残念ながら大ベテランの平岡選手ここで敗退。いやシリーズランキングがどうなっていくのか、富士のラウンドに、持ち越しなので次回平岡選手にも頑張ってもらいたいと思います。さあ、ベスト8最後のバトルになります。両方のドライバーはまだ1回もバトルをしていない、バイランしか走っていない。先行は、石塚真一選手、そしてあとは北芝智之選手です。
This is a last battle for the Great 8. Who is going to fill that last spot for the final 4? Is it going to be Ishizuka or Kitashiba?
さあ花輪選手の対戦相手になるのはどっちか。石塚選手先行でスタート、あと北芝選手。
Ishizuka in the lead position here, coming around, and right there you can see Kitashiba keeping that close proximity early on, right there through outer zone 1. Beautiful job in that lead position. But man, the chase right there, keeping that close proximity. Let's see if he can dial it in here through the wall in outer zone 3.
Oh.
That's what I'm talking about, coming around into that inside clip. But looks like he's getting a little left behind right there, but still finishing strong and not getting lost in that smoke trail.
今ね、よく安定した走りっていつも自分が言ってるんですが、石塚選手前でねちょっとヒヤッとした部分がありましたが、終始アウトラインを、走っています。北芝選手ちょっとここでですねアウトゾーン1ちょっと追いつきすぎちゃった部分があり、ちょっとフラッとしたのかなっていう、ところがあります。ちょっとタッチアンドゴーもうちょっと寄ってもらいたいんですが、ここ、タッチアンドゴーを寄らない代わりにアウトゾーンにちょっとアウトの方に行き、石塚選手アウトゾーン3いい勢いで入っていきまして、ちょっとだけ角度の修正が入りました。そして終始北芝選手、プレッシャーをかけながら後ろを走っています。こちら、ドローンハイスピードドローンの映像です。Let's go ahead and check out the high-speed drone. Looks like Ishizuka was smooth throughout the whole track, but he misses the touch and go, gets a little bit too much to the left, goes out one tire on the outside zone 2, and it looks like he goes a little bit too deep towards outside zone 3, which he had to adjust his angle. And overall, Kitashiba was keeping his distance, trying to stay as close as possible and try to trace the lead car's line, but it looked like Kitashiba had a bobble when he was chasing Ishizuka around outside zone 1.
So this time we're going to have to see how Ishizuka is going to perform in the chase position while Kitashiba is going to be in that lead.
さあ今度は入れ替えて北芝選手が今度は先行、石塚選手が後追いとなります。さあなんかね綿飴のような色と、僕ら言ってますが It looks like cotton candy、Kitashiba's car.
I was saying it looks like spring.
Spring. 北芝選手の車はなんか春を思わせるようなカラーリングじゃないかと言っています。対する石塚選手、あまり見ない R3 の、空気のスカイライン。
Alright, so Ishizuka this time in the chase position. Let's see how he's going to perform. But Kitashiba's got to throw down a solid lead run here. It looks like it's looking pretty solid here. Beautiful job. Dipping a tire right there through outer zone 1. But here he is through the touch and go. Real deep in the touch and go. Coming around to this outer zone 3 here. And Ishizuka kind of keeping that close proximity or that fair proximity throughout the course. And overall, not a bad tandem run between the two, but we'll have to see the cross comparison, the lead to lead, chase to chase.
さあ、こちらちょっとタイヤが1本出てしまいましたが、先行の車両、北芝選手すごくアウトラインに寄っているわけでもないんですがかなり近い、終始いいところいいポジションにいます。対する石塚選手後ろで、すごく寄ることもなく、遠すぎず、近すぎずといったところ様子を見ながら走っている形です。こちらアウトゾーン1ちょっと石塚選手、アウトラインに行ききれてない部分がありましたが、かなり、全体的にプレッシャーをずっとかけている状態、今の部分ですねアウトゾーン3の部分ちょっとラインが、お互いちっちゃいのかなと思いますが
So now we await what the judges have to say. So this is the last battle, and we'll be moving on to the final four. Filling the right side of the bracket, last spot here. Right now we have Yukio Matsui going against Kota Watanabe on the left side of the bracket. But who is going to go against Akihiro Hanawa? And here you go. We got a one more time, another one more time. So it looks like we're going to see a one more time battle.
Yeah.
We're making up for all the bye runs that we had.
さあ、バイランがいっぱいあったのでね、このワンモアタイムのバトル、皆さんに見ていただきたいと思います。両方のドライバーお互い、先行、そして後追いで少しずつミスをしていったところ、全部行って帰ってきて差し引いたら、同じような感じといった、感じですかね。なので、ジャッジ3名ともワンモアタイム、ワンモアタイムコールなので、もう1回、お互い走っていただきたいと思います。I mean, I would have to say both the drivers had their fair share of mistakes throughout the track, one dipping a tire, one being a little smaller, on line, a bobble when they're chasing, and also a bobble leading. So there were just a numerous amount of small mistakes that added up, which became one more time.
Definitely, I agree. That was a definitely good call. I'd like to see these two. I'd like to see Ishizuka kind of step out of his shell a little. He's very safe when it comes to his run, so we'll see if he's going to be able to fill that outer zone 2 and carry it through that outer zone 3 that you were talking about earlier on.
まあそうですね、石塚選手の方もね、いつもスムーズなんですが、もうちょっとアグレッシブに走るのも、ケニーの方は見たいなといったところ、アウトゾーン2から3に行くところですね、もうちょっとアグレッシブになれるのを、期待しているといったところですね。ということでですね、ワンモアタイムに行く前に、両者ドライバーがもう一回用意しなきゃいけないので、CM に行きたいと思います。We'll be right back after these messages because these guys are going to get ready for their second grade 8 battle that they have. It's a one more time.
フォーミュラードリフトジャパン。
横浜Ultimate lubricant Mortis. The brightness, calm, brilliant. Valenti.
What's up guys, it's Frederick Galspo and I use RSR suspension on all my drift cars. I love RSR. Iyo RSR Ichiban.
Grade 8, the final battle of the Grade 8 of Round 5 of the 2022 Formula Drift Japan FDJ2 Series.
さあ戻ってまいりました2022年横浜タイヤプレゼンツフォーミュラドリフトジャパン FDJ2 Round 5岡山国際サーキットからお届けしておりますが、まだですねトップ8の、トーナメントまだ終わってません。最後のバトルがなんとワンモアタイムということで北芝選手そして石塚選手が用意している中、戻ってまいりましたが、もうちょっとですね用意ができてバトルが始まると思います。Think we're we're probably going to start up in a minute. We had to give the drivers in the cars a time to get ready for their one more time battle of their last battle at the top of the grade 8.
So yeah, right now we're in the last battle like you said. So Ishizuka is going to go against Kitashiba again, once again for their chance to make it to the final four. But I must say, for the spectators out here that haven't been viewing or not keeping up with Formula Drift Japan, FDJ2 is a feeder series into the Pro Series. So the top spots in FDJ2 have the chance to move on into the Pro Series and compete against the big dogs.
そうなんです。このね FDJ2 はですね、フォーミュラドリフトジャパンの、ラウンドに行く道として、来年再来年その FDJ のライセンスを取るための FDJ2 と、いうことです。そして FDJ2 はですね、ワンメイクタイヤのシリーズ FDJ とは違って横浜、タイヤアドバン AD09 を全車履いての、バトルとなります。So also, the FJ2 series is the spec tire series where all the drivers and cars will be driving on these Yokohama Advan Neova 8009s。AD08 から AD09 にフルモデルチェンジ、今年の初めにね、モデルチェンジしましたが、このタイヤを使い分ける人、ドライバー、ドライビングテクニック、そして車のセッティングがですね、に全て委ねられています。 そこが勝敗を分ける鍵となりますが、it looks like, the drivers are going to have to drive the best as they can and also set their cars up to what they like, because they're all on the same grip level, and that's probably gonna be what's going to be dividing the winners, making it into the onto the podium.
Yeah, hats off to the sponsor Yokohama Tire, because it really is, like you said, it's squeezing out all the talent that these drivers have, and at the same time, the tech and their crew that are setting these cars up for the tires and the way that the drivers are driving. So hats off to the people behind the scenes, which is the crew out there making it happen for these drivers to make it to the start line like these two are about to come right now.
さあ、このね横浜ゴム様のご協力のもと、全車両このね、チーム能力、ドライビング能力、そしてセッティング能力が向上するように、全てのドライバーが、同じグリップで、戦わなきゃいけない、そして作戦を練らなきゃいけないというねチーム力の強化にもつながると思うのでね、FDJ2 と FDJ1、見分けながら、楽しんでもらいたいと思いますが、さあ、今ドローンの映像で両者、石塚選手そして北芝選手がスタートラインに戻ってまいりました。Looking at the drone footage, we see that Ishizuka and Kitashiba is back to the start line, ready to go. Man, this technology is just—it's
mind-blowing.
Yeah.
Compared to when you first came into the series.
Yeah. 僕がドリフトし始めたところからもうね、テクノロジーの進化がすごいです。
But here they are, Ishizuka is in the lead while you have Kitashiba in the chase position. This is their one more time battle to see who is going to make it to the final four. And here we are, Ishizuka early on initiating, coming around to outer zone 1. Nice job, but look at that right there in the chase. Popping through the clouds, coming through this touch and go. And here they are ripping into this outer zone 2 here. And there you go, Kitashiba just dipping a tire right there, but trying to keep that close proximity in that chase position. Just staying right outside of that smoke cloud from Ishizuka.
いやー、このワンモアタイムのバトル、先ほどのバトルと打って変わってスカッとした走りですね。That was some exciting driving there. 石塚選手先行でアウトラインギリギリをずっと通る走行、そして北芝選手もずっとプレッシャーをかけながら、ちょっとラインがここでちっちゃいけど、なんとかプレッシャーをかけながら、石塚選手の後ろをいい距離感で、ずっと追走しています。いやー、これが見たくて皆さん来てるの分かっていますが、ドライバーの皆さんもそれに応えようと頑張っています。こちらドローンの映像です。Pretty sure this is what everybody came to see, and I'm pretty sure that the drivers are looking forward to showing you guys their skill. But look at this drone view. You saw where Kitashiba was on a smaller line slightly on the outside zone 1 to touch and go area. Other than that, he was keeping his pressure on Ishizuka, and Ishizuka doing a good job as a lead car. 今ですね、ドローンの映像でよくわかるんですが、1コーナーアウトゾーンですね、1のアウトのエリアで北芝選手、ちょっと、タッチアンドゴーに行く付近、ラインがちょっとちっちゃくなったかなというところ、あとは、ずっとプレッシャーをかけながら、先行、いい走りをした石塚選手の後ろをついていきました。さあ、これ入れ替えてどうなる、ケニーどうなると思うよ、これ入れ替えて。
That right there was very exciting. That's what we wanted to see, but we're going to definitely, there's a lot of pressure here on this run right here. So we're going to see how Ishizuka is going to be able to keep that close proximity, but at the same time, it's a lot on Kitashiba to throw down a solid, close to 100-point qualifier or lead run.
Exactly. どうなるかわからないですが、今度は石塚選手がどれだけ北芝選手にプレッシャーを与えられるか、そして北芝選手先行でどれだけいい走りができるかっていうのも、北芝選手自身にプレッシャーがかかるところ。さあ入れ替えて今度は北芝選手が先行、後追いが石塚選手。
Kitashiba right there, you can see in the lead, leaving the chicane, approaching this 3-2-1, and right there Ishizuka trying to keep that close proximity early on, initiating a little later than Kitashiba, but not able to keep that close proximity through and entering into this outer zone 1, and man, Kitashiba just throwing down some smoke, and Ishizuka fighting that smoke and keeping what he can of proximity. Oh, huge correction right there. That was definitely a huge noticeable correction, won by Ishizuka, but he was kind of anticipating what Kitashiba was doing through that outer zone 3. So let's check out this replay through that zone.
さあ今の、いろいろ起こったんですが、アウトゾーン3に行くところまでは、両者いい走り、石塚選手いいラインで北芝選手の後ろをずっと走っています。そしてちょっと距離があるかなといったところ、そしてこちら ちょっと北芝選手大振りになってアングルをいっぱい引かなきゃいけないところに石塚選手がリアクションしたような形だと思いますが、ここで
That is not the spot you want to make a correction as the lead driver because it's going to really throw off what the chase is going to do. So we're probably going to see that replay one more time. Lead to lead, chase to chase. But you can see right there, Kitashiba had a correction hitting that dip right there in the road or in the course coming into that outer zone 3. So we'll see what the call is if that is what made Ishizuka actually make his huge correction in the chase position. And this is not the replay we're about to watch. Let's check out the replay between Kitashiba in the lead while Ishizuka is going to be in that chase position. This right here is our last battle in the grade 8 to fill that last spot that's going to go against Akito Hanawa.
リプレイ角度いろいろちょっと見てみましたが、結論が出ました。So we do have a verdict after watching a few different angles of replays there. And there was a cause and effect that happened at the outside zone 3, but here we go.
There you go right there. The call is made. Tomoyuki Kitashiba is going to get the win and move on to the final 4.
さあ北芝智之選手が、準決勝進出。残念ながらここで石塚選手敗退となりました。今のね、アウトゾーン2から3に行くところ、もちろん先行の車両のせいで戻り気味になったんですが、石塚選手の方が完璧にまっすぐになってしまった。そして北芝選手はそのまま、通過ができたというところ、あとはですね全体的に、後ろを走っている石塚選手もいろいろな面で、もうちょっと後追いでできたんじゃないかなという部分がいくつかあった総合を考えたところ、今回はなんと残念ながら石塚選手がここで敗退、ベスト8で、敗退となってしまいました。次回に、備えて頑張ってもらいたいと思います。そして北芝選手が、準決勝花輪選手と戦うことになります。
So that right there is going to wrap up our grade 8, and here we are going to move on to the final 4.
さあベスト8が、終わりまして、準決勝ファイナル4のドライバーが4台4人、揃いました。最初のバトル松井選手対渡辺選手、2つ目のバトルは花輪選手、そして今勝ち上がってきた北芝選手。今ねスタートラインにはもう松井選手先行、そして渡辺選手は後追い、用意ができているようです。
The left side of our bracket is already ready to go, lined up. You got Yukio Matsui going against Kota Watanabe in the chase position. We'll see who's going to win it here. He already knocked out Dr. Rubber in the S14. Now he's going against Watanabe in the S15. So let's see how Matsui's going to do in this lead spot. Looks like he's pulling away from Watanabe. Watanabe's got to clean it up and get that proximity gap closed up before he gets lost in this smoke trail by Matsui. And Matsui doing his thing through the touch and go, real deep in that touch and go, coming back around, hard angle, flick back around to this outer zone 3. Nice job riding that wall, coming up and approaching this inside clip, and Watanabe just holding on. And I don't know how he is able to see through that smoke cloud that Matsui's throwing down.
まず松井選手の先行、さすが予選1位の走りですね。ここの角度のつけ方、1コーナー入っていくところで最大アングル、後ろの車と比べてみてもそうなんですが、アウトゾーン1ちょっとフラットしましたが、終始アウトラインをトレースした走り、アウトゾーン2も、申し分ないライン、後ろでですねちょっと、渡辺選手後ろもうちょっと近づけるかなといったところ、しかしですねこのタイヤスモークの中よく渡辺選手も、見えるなという感じで、こちらですね渡辺選手、アウト、松井選手の後ろでアウトを寄り切れない部分、数箇所、コース上でありました。今度は入れ替えて、渡辺選手が先行、松井選手が後追いという形になります。And like you just said, you know, I like the way Matsui throws his angle at the entry, and he doesn't go right to it, but as he's going into the outside zone 1, he's throwing a lot of angle. Comparing it to the chase car, he was a lot more deeper, and also he was on the perfect line that he was supposed to be on as a lead car, and as you saw some of the replays, Watanabe didn't look like he was able to trace and mimic the line that Matsui was making.
Yeah, Watanabe definitely took a shorter line or a shallower line than Matsui, but man, like you said, Matsui definitely understands his car and the dynamic he has to throw through that 3-2-1 in that long straightaway. So you can see how he flicks his car to slow it down, but at the right moment to get right back on it to hit that outer zone 1 in the right spot.
さあ全体的に後追いの渡辺選手ちょっとラインがちっちゃいところが目立ちましたが、先行の松井選手は、なんとね、このストレートの使い方、そして角度のつけ方、減速の仕方すべてにおいて、支配下に置いてるんじゃないかなといったような走り、松井選手今度は後ろ後追いですね。
So it looks like they're squared away and they're ready to battle it out. Matsui's going to be in the chase position while Watanabe is going to be in the lead.
さあ今度は、追走の2本目渡辺選手が先行、松井選手が後追いです。
All right, here they are coming through the chicane. Let's see Watanabe. Let's see what he's going to do in this lead position. Right there, you can see right off the start, Matsui definitely closed that proximity a lot more than Watanabe did in the chase position. Matsui holding on here. He wants this to count. Wants that top spot today here at round 5. And here he is coming around to outer zone 3. Nice job filling that zone. Oh, huge correction in that chase position by Matsui. And Watanabe just doing his thing through outer zone 3 and finishing strong through that inside clip.
いやー、ビッグミステイクですね。That was a huge error caused by Matsui's lead position. I'm sorry, chase position. Watanabe doing his thing, and I would have to say Watanabe's lead run isn't the best. Yeah. Now I want to see that replay one more time because that was a major correction made by Watanabe at outside zone 1.
Yeah, we all saw it entering in outer zone 1.
今、全体的に今リプレイを見て再確認していたところ、渡辺選手もアウトゾーン1で、大きな、失敗をしたんじゃないかなと思いますが、ちょっともう一度リプレイを、見させてもらいます。We're going to go ahead and check out another replay.
And for the viewers out there, so they do a lead to lead and chase to chase. So if the lead's bad on one, they knock it out, and the same vice versa. So it could be an incomplete by one driver for the lead, and vice versa, incomplete by the other driver on the chase, which would automatically make it almost a one more time battle. So
No. If the lead car incompletes, the run is over.
Yeah, but I'm saying, but they got the advantage. The chase has the advantage, but vice versa, it'd be the other way around.
Here we go, right. And yeah, he had to cut in again.
The double initiation coming into outer zone 1. And then right there you can see Matsui in the chase position making his correction. So we'll see what the judges have for these two drivers. This is our first battle for the Final Four. Who is going to complete the left side of the bracket today?
Minasan, 皆さんお待たせして申し訳ないですが、ジャッジの方では、何度もリプレイを確認しながら、コールをしたいと思いますが、Sorry about the delay because we just want to make sure and double check that we are not missing anything on this run. And right, yeah, it looks like he had to reinitiate at the outside zone 1. いや今のですね、やっぱり切り込みをしなきゃいけなかったという部分、ちょっと良くないですね、先行者。
So now we just wait the final call by the judges. Looks like we got a final call. Hands off to the spectators out there that joined us today. I can see y'all right there on the left in the stands. And for the viewers out there online, thank you for checking us out. This is round 5 of the Yokohama Presents Formula Drifter Japan FDJ2 here at Okayama International Circuit. Beautiful circuit. The weather is amazing. It was a little chilly this morning, but hey, I'll take chilly over rain and cold conditions like we had yesterday. And let's see, looks like we might have a final decision here for the first battle of the final four. Beautiful circuit. The weather is amazing. It was a little chilly this morning, but hey, I'll take chilly over rain. The anticipation.
さあ多分ですねもう決まると思いますが Now、we already input our decisions and you'll see on the screen who is moving on or is it going to be a one more time さあワンモアになるのか誰かが勝ち進むのか、今スクリーンに、出ますがこちら、
Here we go. Iwata going Matsui. Robbie Nishida going Matsui and Yoichi Mamura going with Yukio Matsui will get the win and we'll be moving on to the finals, completing the left side of the bracket.
さあ今回の走行、松井幸雄選手勝ち上がり決勝進出おめでとうございます。そして今ちょっとね渡辺選手ここで敗退となってしまいましたが少し説明させてもらいたいと思います。まず先行の車両アウト1の方でですね、もう1回切り込みながらドリフトを再度、しなきゃいけないということは1回ドリフトが止まってしまった状態ということで、そこでインコンプリート0点になってしまいます。なので先行の車両がコース上0点になった時点でその走行を終了となってしまいますので、アウトゾーン3、壁付近での、松井選手の戻りももうそれはもう、走行が終わっている状態で、ノーカウントになってしまいますので最初の走行の走りそして2つ目の、渡辺選手が1のアウトで、0点になってしまう、点数を入れると0点になってしまいますが、先行の車両戻ってしまったということでインコンプリート、といった形になります。したがって、松井選手が、決勝戦進出となります。おめでとうございます。渡辺選手も、ね、大健闘だったんでいや今ね本当にアウト1の、部分がなかったらアウト1の部分がなかったらですね多分渡辺選手に軍配が上がっていたと思います。こちらですね今の、一瞬ですがそういうところも見逃さずに厳しく、こちらジャッジとしても見ていかなきゃいけないので、残念ながら渡辺選手次回頑張ってもらいたいです。I know it's unfortunate for Watanabe and it's a split of a second, but we cannot miss that. We have to catch these mistakes that these drivers are doing. We're judges, so we have to do that.
And just like you said, that early on mistake that he made, that incompleted his run. So even with what Matsui did later on in Outer Zone 3, it doesn't even count because at that point the run's kind of over.
Yeah, the run's over. The lead run gets an incomplete, and whenever he gets an incomplete, the run is done. So whatever that happened with Matsui at outside zone 3 doesn't really count. But let's go ahead and move on. さあ続いて、準決勝2つ目のバトル。今度は先行予選2位の、花輪明宏選手。後追いは先ほど石塚選手ワンモアタイムの末下した北芝選手。後追いです。
So here you go, our final battle for the final four, the right side of the brackets. Hanawa is going to go against Kitashiba. Kitashiba is in the chase position this time. Hanawa coming in through that 3-2-1, entering into outer zone 1. Look at that right there. Kitashiba closing in real early. Let's see if he can keep that proximity all through this course. And here they are coming through the touch and go under the Yokohama sign, ripping into outer zone 2. Kitashiba's got it dialed in right here through outer zone 3 and close that proximity. And like I just said, he did it right there, coming through that inside clip. And man, that's a good tandem battle right there.
Yeah, that was a really close battle by these two drivers. 今のね、すごく熱々のそういうバトルでしたが、花輪選手ちょっとアウトラインタイヤが出てしまいましたが、その後ろ北芝選手超接近で、なかなかアウトラインに乗せてきながら花輪選手にプレッシャーを与えています。アウトゾーン2付近で少し両者離れてしまいますが、ここからまた北芝選手を追い上げようとします。そしてこの振り返しちょっと北芝選手挙動がおかしかったんですが、全体的に花輪選手先行でいい走り、そして北芝選手も後ろでなかなかいいプレッシャーを与えながら走っていたので入れ替えてどうなるか楽しみにしています。Now I'm looking forward to what's going to happen after they switch places because, like you said, Hanawa was doing his thing as a lead car. He did dip a tire. at outside zone 1 went a little bit too wide, but Kitashiba was pressuring him from behind at outside zone 1, and I really like that. A little bit of a gap created in between these two cars when they're leaving outside zone 2. But now I'm really interested to see what's going to happen when they switch places.
Yeah, overall, I was very impressed by Kitashiba in the chase position because, like you said early on, he closed the proximity, got a little bit of gap between him, but he cleaned it up through outer zone 3 and had a clean finish in that chase position.
さあここで北芝選手今度は先行、そして花輪選手がどういう後追いを見せてくれるか。
So we'll see how it's going to go here. Like I said, this is the right side of the bracket. We already got Yukio Matsui waiting on who's going to go to the finals with him. Hanawa this time in the chase position.
さあ決勝で松井選手と戦うのは花輪選手になるのか、それか北芝選手になるのか、それかワンモアタイムか。
And here they are coming through the chicane. Kitashiba is going to be in the lead position while you have Hanawa in the chase. Approaching the 3-2-1. Early on, Kitashiba initiating right there, but right there, Hanawa trying to dial it in and close that proximity. Man, phenomenal job by Kitashiba in that lead, real deep into that touch and go. Here he is, carrying it through around outer zone 3. Nice job, but right there, Hanawa closing that proximity halfway through this course. Woo! And making it tough for these judges today.
Wow, so I would have to say it's almost a mirror image, but the earlier half of the track and the later half of the track. 今のですね、お互い、先行でいい走り、北芝選手の方が、アウトにタイヤは出ませんでしたが、今度は後追いでですね、アウトゾーン1過ぎてから、タッチ&ゴーアウトゾーン2、アウトゾーン3、そしてこのインクリップの付近でですね、ぐっと花輪選手が、寄せていくのが分かります。さあこちら見えますドローンの映像ですが、このタッチ&ゴー過ぎてからこのアウトゾーン2、3、そしてインクリップの付近までですね、花輪選手がぐぐっとちょっと小さめのラインですが、追い上げていくところが分かります。
And right there, the whole time, Hanawa is kind of in that pocket, saving himself from the smoke. But let's see what the judges have to say, because that was a phenomenal run by both drivers in the lead and chase position. There you go. That's where the touch and go is. We'll see how we're going to do here. Who's going to go against Yukio Matsui in the finals for round 5 of the 2022 FPJ2 presented by Yokohama Tires.
さあ松井選手と戦うのは、花輪選手になるのか北芝選手になるのか、こちら見ての通りですね、1コーナー、この走行の前半後半と分かれていくと思います。お互い、少々ミスをしながら先行走り、お互い、離れながら、またついてと、後ろで走っている感じがしました。さあ
First is a one more time. Looks like we're going to see another one more time battle. We are definitely making up for the bye runs in the top 16. Imamura wanted to go with Hanawa, but hey, we got a one more time happening.
さあ今ですね、今村ジャッジは若干花輪選手に入れたのも、ありましたが、結構ね近いところ、だったので、ワンモアタイムお互いもう一回走ってもらおうといったところ。さあやはりですね、本当にね、小さなミスが、いくつか重なった状態でそれがどのぐらい、差が出るかという、ところですね。でもほぼイーブン、イーブンに近い感じだったので、もう一回走ってもらいたいと思いますが。Yeah, so it looks like, they both had their fair share of mistakes, and also, the first half, one of them where Kitashiba seemed like he was stronger on the first half as a chase, and Hanawa looked like he was stronger on the second half of the chase, and they did have their mistakes. as a lead car. And I do see why Imamura went with Hanawa too, but he said it was a very close call as well. And he was leaning towards it one more time as well. So I think that was a really good call by all the judges. And we're going to have to see, I don't mind seeing good battles like that.
Exactly, especially coming down to where we're at now. I mean, we didn't get to see too many battles in the top 16. So these drivers are definitely ready. They're picking it up, and they want that podium spot. So we're going to see, because it's definitely a twist in location, because if Kitashiba doesn't make it, I don't think he's podium at all, and it's going to let Watanabe he's going to let him slip right in.
いや今のね、いろいろ見ていくんですが、松井選手1位通過、そして花輪選手2位通過なんですね。で北芝選手6位通過、そして先ほど松井選手に負けてしまった渡辺選手5位通過ということで、FGJ シリーズは日米通してね、3位決定戦というのがないので、予選の順位が高い方がなんと3位ということは、花輪選手がもし勝ったら北芝選手が4位、渡辺選手が3位になります。そして北芝選手が、もし勝ったら花輪選手が3位、そして渡辺選手が4位となりますので、ここはね、多分今何もできない渡辺選手、ピットで爪を噛んで待っているのかな。He's probably biting his nails right now because Watanabe has no control over this. It's either Hanawa wins and he gets third, or Kitashiba wins and I got mixed up and Hanawa gets third. So let's go ahead and ask the other two judges a little. 少しですね、今村洋一ジャッジとゲストの岩田和彦ジャッジにもお話聞いていきたいと思いますが、Let me go ahead and ask him a few questions as well. さあ、2人ともですね、ここまでお疲れ様でした。そして昨日の予選、雨、そしてこういう結果となって、ちょっと、バイランが今回いっぱいあったなって、ここまで進んできたバトル、見返ってどうでしょう。
昨日はウェット、今日はドライじゃないですか。ドライバーの引き出しのなんか違いが少し出て、ちょっと昨日はなんかもったいないドライバーがたくさんいたかなっていうイメージがありますね。
So Imamura thinks, yesterday we had the wet condition and today is dry, but looking at the drivers, there's a lot of skill there, and it really pulled out the drivers' abilities to make it into today's qualify, and he thinks that there was a lot of talent that was wasted yesterday because of the climate change. 岩田ジャッジはどうでしょう。
そうですね。これ入ってる？昨日のウェットから今日のドライにかけて、今村ジャッジも言ってたんですけど、この国際コースのね舗装っていうのは、ともかくすごくいいんですよ。でウェットでももうイコールで、例えばいろんなサーキットがあるんですけど、場所によってグリップ力があったりなかったりあったりなかったりするんですけど、ここ国際サーキットのグリップ力ってすごくもうフラットにあるんですね。だからそこら辺を読み切んなきゃいけないんですけど、ただ一つここの岡山の中では3のアウトゾーンのウォールの部分、これが、ちょっとだけ舗装が少し変わるんですね。でそこを読み切った人がちゃんと攻略できるかどうかっていうところも、ドライだとあんまりね気にならないんだけど、ウェットだとねその辺が難しかったりしますよね。
なんかちょっと昨日見ててもその辺がウェットでの走らせ方がすごくこう難しそうな印象はあったけど、うまく攻略するドライバーしっかりとね、2本ともね、予選2本とも得点を入れてるっていう印象はありましたよね。
Yeah, so Iwata agrees with Imamura with the wet and dry condition, but he said, he feels the same. But, we are at an international track, and the surface of this track is outstanding. It's great because it's pretty much the grip level throughout the whole place is the same. But as we were talking about earlier, everywhere grip's the same, even if it's wet. But going into outside zone 3, the surface does change because that's the shortcut that they don't use so much as the track. And that's the area where a lot of the drivers were having a hard time trying to find their grip and drive as usual. So he knows that it was very hard for the drivers to make it into the qualify here today. And hard to conquer the different track conditions that they had coming from the main area of the track going through the shortcut. さあ、今日のバトルなんですが、追走どうでしょ
少し戦いが少なくて見応えがなかなかなくて物足りない感じはしますけど、やっぱ勝ち上がった昨日雨のドライブの路面から勝ち上がったドライバーが非常にこう果敢に攻めてきてて、今意外にサドンデスが多くて見応えがあって楽しいかなと思います。
So Imamura thinks, today's battles that we see, there's not as much battles as we supposed to have because of the bye runs, but it's making it funner because we do have these one more times coming in, and also the winners and the guys who made it in higher ranking in the qualifier yesterday, looks like they're going in really hard since it is dry and different from yesterday's wet conditions.
FD の審査っていうこの審査っていうのを僕も9年こうやってずっとやってきてますけれども、それを理解するのってちょっと勉強しなかったりすると難しいかなっていうのもあるんですけど、例えばスピンもゼロだし戻りもゼロだし、ゼロっていう規定が普通なんか大きなミスちっちゃなミスっていうのがあるんですけど、大きなミスちっちゃなミスはなく、もうゼロはゼロ一緒なんですよね。だから、先行でちょっとでも戻ったのをジャッジが発見してしまって、それがゼロになったら先行でゼロになるともう全部ゼロになっちゃうんですよ。でその辺を理解しないと、なんかジャッジが出した結果に対してってちょっと違和感がね。
そうですね、
あったり、
やっぱ先ほどの戦いもそうですけど、やっぱ先行をしっかりやっぱりね走り切るというのがまず先行の仕事ですから、そこをね、ドライバーも理解しないと、
先行は100点の走りで走ってくんないとダメなんです。
それに対してねやっぱり後ろがね、ついてくるんでね。
今のですね、as we were talking, I'm going to go ahead and explain that to you later because we have the guys at the start line ready to go. さあもうスタートにねついているので、どんどん、ワンモアタイムのバトルちょっと走ってもらいたいと思いますが、花輪選手が先行、そして、北島選手後追いです。こちらワンモアタイムバトル、さあ今度こそどちらが、勝ち上がるか。
So these two are ready to go, battle it out in their one more time battle in the final four. Who is going to make it to the finals with Yukio Matsui? In the lead position, we have Hanawa going against Kitashiba in the chase position. Hanawa's in the S14, ripping her out through the 3-2-1. Nice initiation right there. Kitashiba dialing in, closing a little bit of that proximity gap that he had from the start. Oh, just barely getting through that smoke trail by Hanawa. Nice job. Hanawa was a little shallow there through outer zone 2, but able to make it up just a little bit more into that outer zone 3. Man, Kitashiba just keeping that close proximity to that second part of the track.
Wow, so that was very impressive because that was a really good lead around outside zone 1, and Kitashiba just came in, did not let him go. 今のですね、アウトゾーン1の入り方、両者ともにいい走り、そして後ろ見てください、北芝選手同じラインに乗せてすごく近いところを走っていきます。煙の中よく見えましたね。花選手ちょっとアウトゾーンに、アウトゾーン3もですね少し、ラインを開けてしまいましたが、先ほどはここまで追い上げられなかった北島選手、今度は、追い上げる、形となります。
You know, I'll give it to Kitashiba because you'll see the close proximity throughout here, but if you watch in outer zone 2, whenever he gets a little bit gapped, I guess you could say, he keeps the same line as Hanawa right there through that zone. So
yeah, so you're supposed to mimic the lead car. Well, he didn't go as deep on outside zone 3, but he did choose proximity to stay as close as possible. 今のですねドローンから見てもそうなんですが、花選手ほど、アウトゾーン3、後ろの北芝選手寄り切れませんでしたが、距離感を保つために、ちょっとラインがちっちゃくなったかなという部分、しかし、両者とも、前後ともに、かなりの、走りでした。今度は入れ替えて、北芝選手が先行、そして花選手が後追いとなります。Now we're going to flip this around. Kitashiba is going to be leading, and Hanawa is going to be giving chase.
And we'll see if Kitashiba is going to give him the same taste that he got in outer zone 1 and give Hanawa a smoke show, because definitely he was closing his eyes throughout that outer zone 1 in that chase position.
いや本当ですね、もうねぐらい近くてぐらいのスモークに巻かれますともう目つぶって走るのとあんまり変わらないので、今度は花選手が先行で、北芝選手が煙に巻かれず後ろにいましたが、先行北芝選手が煙に、花選手を煙に巻くことができるのか。アウトゾーン1、Yeah, see if they're gonna smoke each other out at outside zone 1. But here we go, the start of the second battle, this one more time battle.
Second half here, Kitashiba in the lead. Nice job there through the 3-2-1 initiating into this outer zone 1. And it looks like he's going to give him a little taste of what he gave him before. Hanawa just keeping that close proximity, not fazed by anything Kitashiba's throwing at him in the lead position. And there they go through outer zone 3. Both a little shallow there through outer zone 3. But here they are coming through that inside clip with a very strong finish.
さあまた、かなり熱いバトル。今度は北芝選手が先行でちょっとアウトゾーン1を離れるのが早いかなといったところ、そして花輪選手振り返すところタッチ&ゴーのちょっと早いところで振り返してしまった部分がありますが、さあこちら北芝選手 3のアウトから、振り返してインに行くところですね。綺麗にまとめていったところです。さあこちらドローンの映像、こちらも、先ほどと先行あまり変わらないんじゃないかなというぐらいのライン。
Man, these drivers are really making it tough for these judges to make a call to see who is going to move on to the finals. But this is what we're all here to see. Beautiful, amazing tandem battles. And yeah, it comes down to pressure and who's going to make that first mistake. But we'll see what the judges have and what call they're going to make. And here's the lead to lead, chase to chase, side by side view. Robbie analyzing the footage right now to see what mistakes he can really depict between the two in their cross comparison between each other.
All right, made my, what do I say?
Vote?
Decision? Yeah.
Oh yeah, decision.
さあ、
There you go.
全ジャッジ選びました。岩田
And
ジャ
there
ッ
we
ジ。
go. Tomoyuki Kitashiba is gonna get the win and move on to the finals.
さあ決勝進出は北芝智之選手、おめでとうございます。残念ながら花輪選手ここで敗退ということで、残念ながら渡辺選手4位、そして花輪選手、ごめんなさい、花輪選手が、3位ということになりますね。さあ今のね走り、ちょっとラインがちっちゃい部分があったり、後ろの追い上げがすごく良かったりと、いろいろありましたが、北芝選手が見事、松井選手の相手となる、決勝進出しました。ということで、両者ドライバーにもね用意してもらうために、少し休息を取らせていただいてすぐ戻りますので、皆さんどこにも行かないで Don't go anywhere because we'll be right back after these messages. These drivers will be making it into the finals and they're getting ready. We'll be right back.
フォーミュラードリフトジャパン。
横浜。
フォーミュラードリフトジャパン。
横浜。 Ultimate lubricant. Mortis. The brightness. Call brilliant. Valendy.
What's up, guys? It's Frederick Galspo, and I use RSR suspension on all my drift cars. I love RSR. Iyo RSR Ichiban.
We have finally made it to the finals here for round 5 of the 2022 Yokohama Presents Formula Drift Japan FDJ2 Series here at the Okayama International Circuit.
さあいよいよここまでやってまいりました2022年横浜タイヤプレゼンツフォーミュラドリフトジャパン FDJ2 Round 5岡山国際サーキットついに決勝ファイナルをお届けします。そして両者、ドライバーがねスタート地点にもう、スタンバってます。So both the drivers are already ready to go at the start line.
Yes, after multiple one more time battles, here we are. Yukio Matsui is going to be in the lead going against Tomoyuki Kitashiba.
さあ何度もねワンモアタイムなどありましたがここまで勝ち上がってきた、松井幸雄選手先行、そして北芝智之選手が、後追いポジションで用意していますが、さあもうすぐにスタートしていますので皆さんこれ決勝戦なので目を離さないように Don't go anywhere because we just started the finals. Anything can happen now.
This is going to be a very aggressive battle here. Matsui in the lead. Look at that early on, carrying momentum all the way through, deep in right to outer zone 1 right there. Matsui counting every bit he can here to make this podium count for the overall point standings for this season. And there you go. Nice job there in the lead position. But man, Kitashiba holding up, keeping with him throughout that smoke cloud that Matsui's throwing down.
さあ今ね、先行の松井選手これでもかという走り、ちょっとタイヤがアウトゾーン1出てしまいましたがその後ろ北芝選手かなりいい場所で、走っています。よく煙の中、ついていけるなと思いますがこの振り返しも綺麗に決め両者ここです。ちょっと北芝選手体勢を立て直してそしてこの振り返しのところでもちょっとスムーズに振り返ししきれないところが大きく目立ちますが北芝選手、後追いで全体的に、同じラインをトレースしようとしているところが見受けられますが松井選手ももちろんね予選1位としてのドライバーとして、先行綺麗な走りをしています。So that looks like、there's a huge error made by Kitashiba at outside zone going into outside zone 3 and also the transition going to the inside clip. He wasn't as smooth as he was supposed to be and I'd have to say Matsui did take a slightly wider line at outside zone 1 where he dipped the tire at outside zone 1 but after that it looked like he was throwing good angle going through touch and go in outside zone 2 on throttle, so it was very exciting. Obviously, he's the number 1 qualifier from yesterday, so he knows this track very well, I think, and he's got it down. Now they're going to be switching places. 今度は入れ替えて北芝選手が先行、松井選手が後追い。さあ、これがファイナルの最後の走行になるのか、どちらが優勝するのか。
Just like Robbie said, this could be the final battle here for round 5. Who's going to get it right here? Kitashiba throwing down right there, a little shallow in the outer zone 1, and Matsui close right behind him in that smoke cloud, able to fight through and make it deep into outer zone 2, making it to outer zone 3 there. And man, Kitashiba making it look real easy in that chase position.
いやー、ファイナルにふさわしいバトルが、今両者とも走り切ったところですがこちらなんと、ちょっと北芝選手アウトゾーンアウトに寄り切れないその後ろをちゃんと、松井選手が後追いトレース同じラインそして同じ角度で、走行しています。さあこちらもうねアウトゾーン3からは後半もう綺麗なツインドリみたいな感じで走っていますが、ドローンの映像を見てみましょう。 Looks like after outside zone 3 it was super clean, both drivers、but I'd have to say Kitashiba made a slightly smaller line, ran a smaller line at outside zone 1、but Matsui mimicking his every move throughout the whole track.
Yeah, he did a beautiful job leaving outer zone 2 to outer zone 3, mimicking what Kitashiba was doing, and was able to ride that wall and carry it through to that inside clip. As we watched before, Kitashiba, like we said early on, if you mess up your line early on into the track, it's going to mess the rest of the track up, and that's what happened to Kitashiba whenever he hit outer zone 2, dipped the tire, carried him in the wrong line for outer zone 3, just kind of ruining the rest of this of his chase position.
さあ今のですね、ケニーも言っていた通り、やっぱり最初の方でミスをしてしまいますと、いろいろなところでそのしわ寄せがやってくるというような、コースレイアウトがほとんどなのでね、先行も後へも手が抜けない、走りでしたが、多分ここでもしかしたらもう決まっているのか。
Usually the key is if we see cars rolling out, then we have a verdict on who's going to be the winner of today's.
I think we actually do. We actually don't. I don't even know. I mean, I know my vote.
You
but I don't
have
even
you
know.
have a decision, so he has it, but
いや
we'll have to see here.
今の時点でですね、ジャッジ3名ともね、誰が何を入れたかもわからないので、僕もね今こうして話していますが、僕が、選んだ、車両が勝ったのか、それか、みんなが同じ、車両を選んだのか全く分かりません。もうね今表彰の準備が始まったということで、これは決まったと思います。
Yeah, it looks like they're setting up, so we do have a verdict, I believe. And maybe I have something written on my paper, but if you can see, you can't really see it. So, so we'll see who is going to take the victory here for the round 5 of the 2022 Yokohama Presents Formula Drift Japan FDJ2 here at the Okayama International Circuit. Beautiful circuit, amazing day for drifting. Nice little overcast, cool breeze coming through. So we'll see who's going to capture this victory here today.
さあ2022年横浜タイヤプレゼンツフォーミュラドリフトジャパン FDJ2 Round 5岡山国際サーキットで、行ってまいりましたが、決勝のファイナルも今ようやく終わりまして、これから、どのドライバーが順位優勝発表などしていきたいと思いますがね、この岡山サーキットとても素晴らしいコース、すごく綺麗、そして広い、ピットも素晴らしい、スタンドも大きい、とてもね清々しい、場所、そしてこのね天気にも今日は恵まれて暑すぎずちょっとひんやりするかなという感じ、そしてドライな状態。こちら北芝選手です。北芝 in his GR86 who just made his finals run。 今決勝戦い終えた北芝選手、新型の GR86、 そして今、昨日の予選1位の松井選手、松井 who qualified first and Hanawa which came in third today。 最後は花選手、今日は、表彰台に残って、参りましたが、さあこちらね春を感じさせるという、ケニーが言っていたこの北芝選手の車の色。 Like you said earlier, looking at his car just makes you feel like spring, right?
Just put the smile to your face. There you go.
Yeah, なんかねほっこりにっこりさせてくれるようなカラーリング。
Good vibes and good weather.
そして最近ね旧車になってきました S13 シルビアに乗る、松井選手。And the S13 Sylvia, I mean, they're old-timer cars now.
They really are.
Yeah, Matsui's car, it's an old-school car. And the S14 driven by Hanawa. で、Hanawa 選手が乗る S14、ここで並んでいただきました。
Now I was going to mention his brick headlight situation. From early on this season, he was rocking bricks, and now he took them off and saved them. So we already know here the person that ranked third place today. He's in the Wise Factory Eternal with Speedmaster in the S14. He ranked second in qualifying, number 870, Akihiro Hanawa.
さあゼッケン870花輪明宏選手、昨日の、予選で2位ですが、こちら、今日決勝追走トーナメントは3位、表彰台ということです。おめでとうございます。さあ接戦の末、決勝を制したドライバー発表していきたいと思います。今日、このね、ラウンドで優勝したドライバーの発表です。Now I will be announcing the winner of this、round, The 2022 Yokohama Tire presents Formula Drift Japan FDJ2 Round 5 Okayama International Circuit 2022年横浜タイヤプレゼンツフォーミュラドリフトジャパン FDJ2 Round 5岡山国際サーキットでの優勝ドライバーです。The winner of this round goes to driving the Team Ocean Plus S with M2 Revolution car number 206 Yukio Matsui gets the win おめでとうございます。優勝ゼッケン206チームオーシャンプラス S with M2 Evolution S13 シルビアを狩る松井幸雄選手優勝おめでとうございます。そして今シーズン FDJ2 で初優勝ですね。表彰台は何度かありますが、やっとこのね最終戦前のラウンドでようやく優勝ができました。おめでとうございます。Man, and that's pretty crazy because he has not won a round yet and he finally made it right before the final round of the FDJ2 rounds. Congratulations to Matsui.
But here he is. He had some tough fought battles, won more times all day long. He ranked 6th in qualifying, but here he is sitting on podium in the second position is with the OS Gaiken Sunoco 86, number 48, Tomoyuki Kitashiba.
さあおめでとうございます。2位ですね。失礼しました。2位です。準優勝は、カーナンバー48北芝智之選手です。OS 技研スノコ、GR86 に乗る、北芝選手が今回2位表彰台です。おめでとうございます。そしてね、いっぱいワンモアタイムのバトルなど、数々のバトルを制した北芝選手今回残念ながら2位なんですがなんとここで、2位に、入ったということで、今回 FDJ2 今年ですね出ていた、北芝選手には来年の FDJ のライセンス FDJ に返り咲くことが決定しました。おめでとうございます。So now he made it into second place here and he's been fighting for this FDJ series and he was an ex-FDJ driver and he had to come back because he was out for a few years and now he's actually back and he's going to get his Formula Drift Japan license for next year. いやおめでとうございます。ダブルおめでとうですね。表彰台にも乗りましたし FDJ のライセンスも取れたということでそして、まず第一に今回念願の FDJ2 初優勝、松井選手に、今の心境を聞きたいと思います。I want to ask how Matsui feels. This is his first round that he won in FDJ2 round. 松井選手おめでとうございます。
ありがとうございます。
今の気持ちを一言、二言お願いします。
やっと勝てました。やっとです。今年本当に、車のスペック的にはすごいスペックじゃないんですけど、本当エンジニアさんと、メカニックがすごい頑張ってくれて、強い車にしてもらいました。そこでやっぱり結果をやっと残せて本当に良かったです。本当応援してくださった皆さんのおかげです。ありがとうございます。
Yeah, he said thank you. He finally made the win here, and he's really happy. He knows that the car is a little behind on spec. It's not the best and the toughest car out there, but his engineers and the mechanics worked really, really hard to bring him here and gave him a very great car to battle in, and he finally made it here, and he would like to thank his team and his fans, and he's really happy and grateful. So congratulations. おめでとうございます。さあ続いてはですね、松井選手に、残念ながら決勝で敗れてしまいましたが、FDJ に返り咲いたということで、ちょっと興奮状態なのかもしれない、北芝選手にお話を聞きたいと思います。So he did lose to the battle with Matsui in the finals, but he is back, and now he is back to get his license for FDJ. So I'm pretty sure Kitashiba was really excited. おめでとうございます。
ありがとうございます。
全体的にですね、今年は新車を導入して、ここまで、表彰台まで勝ち上がってきましたが、今の、心境一言お願いします。
とりあえず嬉しいです。FDJ に出ようと思ってこの車作ってたんで、今年ちょっと出れなくて2の方からっていうことになったんで、これで来年 J に出れると思うと一段落しましたんで、ありがとうございました。
So like you said, he's very happy that he's able to come back and make it back and was able to come this far with this brand new build with the GR86, making it back into FDJ. And I'm pretty sure supporters like Sunoco and everybody is happy as well. So he has that support making it into the round. And pretty sure he's really pleased about it. So 今回はですね、表彰台ということで、2位表彰台おめでとうございます。そしてですね、最後に、なんとかね、今年、他のラウンドでも表彰台に乗っていますが、昨日は、予選2位通過、そして今日は決勝日、3位ということで、花選手にもお話聞かせていただきたいと思います。花選手おめでとうございます。
はい、ありがとうございます。
そして、ちょっとね、一番上に立ちたいという気持ちは分かりますが、
はい、
とりあえず表彰台ということで、今の気持ち、一言お願いします。
そうですね、スゴーラウンドではまた今回と同じで3位っていう順位だったので、今回こそは優勝してトップ取って、シリーズランキングもっと上の方に行きたいとずっと思ってたんですけど、なかなかやっぱ勝負って難しいなっていうのを今、実感しているところであります。
はい、so he was I'm sorry. Hanawa was third in Sugo as well, and he knows that he wanted to actually make it all the way to the top, but he wasn't able to do that. And he said it was a lot harder than he was expecting as well, and it was a hard-fought battle for him. He wants to make sure that he comes in higher in the rankings throughout the series, so he can make it into his future and what he wants to do in the future. So congratulations to Hanawa. ということで、花選手も、次回もね最終戦頑張ってもらいたいなと思いますので、今日はお疲れ様でした。そしておめでとうございます。
はい、ありがとうございます。最終戦は取るんで頑張ります。
頑張ってください。He said he's going to take the win at the finals、ということでね、闘志を燃やしているドライバーがいっぱいいる中で、誰が最終戦勝ち上がるのか。今回は決勝松井選手が優勝。準優勝北島選手、そして3位が花選手となりました。この結果で FDJ2、追走ラウンドすべて終了したところで FDJ2 皆様ご覧いただき本当にありがとうございました。So that's it for here at Okayama International Track for the FDJ2 round. Right there we have Matsui winning, taking the first top spot. Kiteshiba coming in second, and Hanawa making third on the podium.
Yeah, congratulations to all three drivers. Now they got to collect themselves and prepare themselves for Fuji, which is going to be happening later on November. So they got some time in between to, make sure their cars are squared away, especially for the other drivers out there to understand what they need to do to get their cars prepared for Fuji.
いやそうですね、こちら、3名のドライバーが映っていますが、優勝、準優勝、そして3位ですが、来月の、末に最終戦が残っていますので、今回ね、予選通ってないドライバー、そして、トップ16からね早めに敗退してしまったドライバーなどいろいろなドライバーが多分、今日の、バトルでいろいろ考えることがいっぱいあると思いますので、ね、次回も頑張っていってもらいたいと思います。さあ、こちらですね、ドライバーたちの写真、撮影が行われていますが、They're taking pictures of the drivers, but here we go. There's a schedule of FDJ2. FDJ2 の、スケジュールです。そしてこの後ですね、ラウンド6、富士、スピードウェイ、マルチコースの方で行われる、11月26日から27日が、FDJ2 ラウンド6、ファイナルラウンドとなります。So the final round of FDJ2 is going to be happening at Fuji International Speedway Multi-Course on November 26th through 27th. That's going to be the final, so make sure you tune in or make it out to the track to come watch these battles in person. ライブストリームをご覧の皆さんもね、満足していただけるのかなと思いますが、もちろん、次回も、生で、観戦できるような、来れる人たちはぜひ、来てもらいたいなと思います。さあ、Go ahead.
Oh, no, for the spectators out there, we're going to be coming back at 13:25 here local time. And for you out there that are checking out, you're going to check out some pro practice before they jump straight into qualifying, which we're going to have a long qualify match going on later on this afternoon.
That's right. さあ、この後ですね、13時25分から、またライブストリームの方、始まるのかな。そして、ですね、練習走行、そしてFDJ の、予選が、午後行われますので、皆様またライブストリームの方で楽しんでいただくか、足を運んできてもらいたいと思います。ということでですね、昨日からいろいろ波乱な FDJ2 クオリファイから雨が降ったり今日は止んだり、 16台揃えなかったっていう部分もありますが、次回も楽しんでもらいたいなと思います。We had a lot happening and going on because it was wet yesterday. Now it's dry. We didn't have 16 cars for the top 16, but we're back, and hopefully we'll be back stronger for the Fuji round. And don't forget to tune back in with us later today.
Yes.
で今日もね、午後からやりますのでまたご覧ください。皆様長いお付き合いありがとうございました。See you guys later. Peace out.
フォーミュラドリフトジャパン。
横浜Ultimate lubricant. Mortis. The brightness called brilliant, blinding and vivid. Valentine.
What's up, guys? It's Frederick Galspo, and I use RSR suspension on all my drift cars. I love RSR. Iyo RSR Ichiban.